Hello everyone, this is Erik from Plus One to Gaming, and today we're going to talk about alignment. So what is alignment? Alignment is the moral outlook of your character. It is a spectrum of good and evil, law and chaos that results into 9 segments. This acts as a compass for decisions the player or NPC will make. There are tons of alignment charts online, with all of your favorite fictional characters. It's always fun to debate what alignment they might fall into. Alignment isn't as important in 5e as it was in past editions. It doesn't have any mechanical effect on your character. In previous editions, alignment played a big role in the games. Certain classes, weapons, spells, even languages had alignment requirements. Alignment no longer limits your class or race or choice or anything like that. So if alignment doesn't matter, then why does it matter? In D&D, there is a greater struggle between good and evil. The reason it's called an alignment chart and not a moral spectrum is because you are aligning yourself with a side in that struggle. In the world of Dungeons and Dragons, the gods are real and active forces in the lives of mortals. These gods typically have an alignment. Whole planes of existence will have an alignment that the realm adheres to. Your character's alignment will, align them to these enormous forces. So how do you use alignment? The alignment chart is a great tool to help you build your character. This is used along with personality traits to define your character. While dealing with pretty lofty ideals of morality, it helps ground you. Alignment doesn't have to be the defining characteristic of your character. It is a foundation that the bonds, ideals, and flaws are built upon. Alignment should not be used to box in a player. You can't do that because you're lawfully good. Think of the alignment chart like a political spectrum. Just because someone is in one quadrant doesn't mean they can't take a belief from another alignment, or act in a way that doesn't always exemplify their chosen alignment. If you have a well-built personality for your PC, their alignment may not be easy to identify, and that's okay. Some of the best fictional characters shift alignment and can be difficult to nail down into one of the 9 quadrants. A fun way for a DM to challenge the players is to present them with a choice that could lead them to go against their alignment. If the character does something that is out of their alignment, that could lead to character development. Maybe their character shifts their alignments because of the action, or maybe the action recommits them to their chosen alignment. 5e D&D doesn't have any mechanics for characters losing their powers if they shift alignments. A cleric of Tyr, the god of justice, can murder hobo their way through a campaign and not lose their cleric spells. This of course is up to your DM, but rules as written, there is no penalty for this. The alignment chart can be a little confusing because it deals with very big topics like what is evil and what is lawful. Captain Gustav Gilbert, the army psychologist who worked on the Nuremberg trials, defined evil as the absence of empathy. I use this as a guide to determine what is evil in my campaigns. How not to use alignment. I can't do that because it's against my character's alignment isn't a good way to engage with the story. If your character absolutely would not do something because it is against their core belief, roleplay that situation out with your group. Do not simply say, I'm lawful so I wouldn't do that. Also, don't use alignment as an excuse to be a jerk. If you're an evil alignment, you still value self-preservation. There's a reason most evil people in the real world don't go around killing everyone they see. There are consequences. Evil is selfishness. Selfish people don't want to get killed by town guards or spend the rest of their life in prison. So be smart. Applying an alignment to an entire culture is problematic. Generally in Dungeons and Dragons, a culture's alignment is determined by the god they worship. Orcs are evil because they worship Grumish. Drow are evil because they worship Lolth. They are not evil because the race is evil. So if a drow, for instance, does not worship Lolth, that drow could be neutral or even good. Would you believe that a huge city of humans was entirely good because their city's patron was a goodly aligned god? No, of course not. Every being is different and cultures are complex. I hope this helped you understand a little more about how alignment works in Dungeons and Dragons. Please like and subscribe because it really does help the channel. Click the bell because we are going to be putting out new content every week. Don't forget to sign up for our newsletter to get even more great content. You can listen to a podcast version of this show on all major podcast networks. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.